There are some issues that we can run into when we try and do input with strings, so I want to discuss that in this lecture. This lecture again, I just included the string. I have an int age, I have a standard string called full name. The program will prompt us to enter our age, so I enter the age here, cn age. Again, that is an integer, and then the program will prompt us to enter our full name. We use standard getline, and of course you can use this overload here where we specify explicitly, okay, we want to use the new line delimiter. Again, the delimiter is like a limit, so where the string should end. The default one is new line, but you can specify it in this way if you want, so I'm just demonstrating that here. And then I print out full name, comma age. We print out the age, reporting for duty. And I'm just demonstrating this here. I wanted to do this in an exercise, but that could be a bit frustrating for you, so I'm just demonstrating it instead. So let me build and run. We can see what the issue is. So let's say you enter your age, and now if I press enter, we get enter your full name, but we don't get to actually enter our name. It simply displays the age, and then we get end of program. In case we get an abrupt end to our program without us having the opportunity for us to enter our full name. So we get an empty string, comma, age 33 and so on. To demonstrate how to fix this issue, I'm going to move over to a different example here quickly, and then we'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I have a different example here. Before we move on, I'll actually just comment out the section right here. In a previous lecture, I discussed this cn.get. The get member function is going to extract a single character from the stream. It does have a couple of other overloads, which we'll discuss in a bit more detail later on in the lecture, where I'll provide some additional examples. And that will allow us to press enter before the program is going to end. Pull and run this, and we can see what we get. We get enter our age, and then I have to press enter to get the end of the program. Now, of course, it's not going to do the cn, so I'll just do hello here to avoid confusion here. So we get hello. It does not ask us to press enter to end the program or something like that. Now, if I press G or, that's not really going to do something. Same with space, but if I press enter, then we get end of program, press any key to continue. And that is because we do this cn.get. I'll just undo here a couple of times, enter your age, and I'll go and uncomment that. Now, what do we expect to happen here if I build and run? If I enter my age, I'm not actually 33 yet, but I'll enter that, and then I'll press enter. Your age is 33, and then the program ends. We do not get to press enter again, because notice what I'm doing here. I'm doing cn, then I'm entering my age, then I press enter. Then it displays your age is, we get age. Then we expect to have to press enter one final time before we get end of program. But again, if I build a run, enter some age, press enter, we don't get to press enter right here. It's simply going to accept that. Then we get to end of program and press any key to continue. So press enter again. That will close off the console window. Basically what's happening here is the new line character is left behind. So when we press enter, again, that is the new line character that will get left behind. And then cn.get will extract that. Of course, if you do cn.get twice, that should work fine. If I build a run, your age is 33. We would expect this previously. Now I have to press enter, and then we get end of program. Alright, but that is not what we got. Just undo. This is just to demonstrate that the new line character from pressing enter actually gets left behind following this right here, following this input. So we do 33, for example, we press enter, that new line character gets left behind in the input stream, and the cn.get will basically extract and discard that. Okay, so back in this program where we enter our age and our full name using a getline, go ahead as an exercise and fix this program so it correctly displays our full name and age, and where it also gives us the opportunity to actually enter our name. Alright, I'll just continue here. Of course, we do the input right here, cn.age, so the new line character is left behind over there. So what we do is cn.get, that is going to get rid of that new line that is left behind. Then we can do the getline, where we actually get the opportunity now to enter our full name, and then it will display that, and should display that correctly. Alright, let's pull and run and see if this works now. I'll enter 33, for example, and my full name. Press enter. Now we get your name, comma, age 33 for example, reporting for duty. That works fine now. To wrap up, if you want to use getline following an input with the console input and the stream extraction operator, we will have to press enter. Then again, remember the new line will be left behind, and we can use cn.get to remove that character from the input stream, and then we can get the next thing using getline. And of course, as I mentioned, the new line character with getline is the default, so I can actually use this overload right here. This will work fine. I can build a run, enter those values, and you can see this works fine. Before wrapping up this lecture, I'd like to talk about the difference between the standard cn-get and the cn-getline member functions, that is using C strings. The getline member function is going to extract one or more characters from the stream, and if found the delimiting character is extracted but discarded, but the get member function is going to also extract one or two member functions from the stream. But in the case of the get function, the delimiting character is not extracted. So let's look at a few examples on what this means. In this example, I have two C strings, first name and last name, and then I'm going to prompt the user to enter the first name. And for this, I'm going to use cn.getline, pass in first name, and we want to write 10 characters. And then following that, we want to enter our last name. Then we do cn.get. If you want, you can save that to another C string, maybe full name or a standard string, but in this case, I'm simply going to print out welcome to the dungeon and then first name followed by last name with a space in between. So let me build a run so we see what we get. I enter my first name, press enter, and then we get enter your last name. Press enter and you can see this works fine as we would expect. But what do you think is going to happen if I swap the cn.get and the cn.getline statements around? Okay, so maybe pause the video for a second as an exercise, think about what is going to happen, maybe run a small program to test this by yourself to see what the output is going to be. Alright, I'll just build a run so we can see what we get here. I'll enter my name, and as soon as I press enter, you will see we do not get the option to enter the last name, the surname, and then it's going to display welcome to the dungeon, followed only by my first name. So again, with the cn.get, the delimiting character is not extracted from the input stream and will remain as the next character to be extracted from that stream, in this case the input stream. Now with the getMember function, we can actually specify a delimiter as with the getline member function, so let me go and do that. Instead of the new line, I'll specify something like the underscore, and if I build a run, I can now press enter or return. That is not going to end the input, I have to enter the underscore, and then if I press enter, you can see I actually get underscore now before my name. I'll swap those around again, and also if I enter the underscore with the getline, build a run, you can say that getline does discard the delimiter, in this case the underscore, but since we press enter again, we will not have the opportunity to enter our name following this. So what we have to do is we have to remove that delimiter. It uses the default delimiter now, so this getline is going to get rid of the new line character, and then cn.get will work fine as well. Let me build a run, press enter over here, and you can see that works fine. Okay, so just wanted to demonstrate the difference between cn.getline and cn.get, and as we can see with the get, the delimiting character is not extracted from the input sequence. But with the getline member function, that is extracted but discarded. Alright, that is going to wrap up this lecture. I just wanted to demonstrate some of the issues that you can have when doing input using strings and getline.